So how can we stand up for God? Our story today is coming from Daniel chapter 6. Daniel was a top supervisor for King Darius. The king liked Daniel, but the other supervisors didn't like him. They always tried to catch Daniel doing something wrong, but they never did. The supervisors knew that Daniel prayed to his God, to Daniel's God, every day. So they had the king, King Darius, sign a law that said if any person prayed to anyone other than the king, oh king, he's praying to somebody else other than you. That's not right. You got to sign the law. You got to make a law saying that he can't do that. That's illegal. So the king signed a law that said if anyone prayed to anyone other than the king, they would be put in the lion's den. That was against his will. He didn't want to do it, but he had to do it because of political pressure. Daniel knew he was disobeying the law. He heard what the law was. He made sure he knew that he knew. But he prayed to God anyway. The supervisors caught Daniel praying and had him thrown into the lion's den. They couldn't wait to do that. The next morning, the king ran to the lion's den because he was grieved over that. He didn't want to do that. He called out to Daniel and asked him if his God had saved him from the lions. Daniel called back to the king and said that God had sent an angel to protect him. The lions didn't hurt him. The king was glad that Daniel had been saved. What laws may come to tell us that we can't worship, that we can't honor our God, we can't stand for righteousness, we can't obey the laws that God had given us? Will we be able to stand? Even if our life is threatened? You know, when you look in the book of Acts, there were martyrs for Christ. When you look at other religions, you look at the Muslims and you look at different ones, people, hey, they die for what they believe in. They don't take down. If your conviction is not that strong, then do you really believe? Do you really believe? What is your conviction? How strong is your conviction? So you got to stand. And it won't always be easy. Things will come against you. But will you take down? How can we stand for God? We can take a lesson from Daniel and stand and watch God deliver us. This is the Encourager Queen C. No longer bound. See you right here next time.